Hey everyone, what's going on? Joey Contino here, and currently we're in the Albert J. Allen Memorial Park in North Wildwood because I had a really good question asked to me the other day, and that is, hey Joey, have you ever noticed there's a lot of land behind this park? Why did the city never build on it? And I actually really love this question because at one point they were supposed to. So I want to talk about that and more before we get started. Make sure you subscribe, you turn on notifications, and you give this video a thumbs up. A special thank you out to my patrons on patreon.com. Because of them, we can make fun videos like this. If you want to support this channel and have your name at the end of the video, all you have to do is click the links in the description below. Anyway, let's get started. This video is sponsored by ISP Tech. Seamless backup internet for your home, vacation home, or business. With wireless data service covering all 50 states, never be disconnected. For more information, visit isptech.co or see link in the description below. To understand how we got to today's North Wildwood, we have to go all the way back to the beginning of the island's history, when Anglesea was just a fishing village in the 1880s. It was then that officials started planning what the rest of the island could become. Frederick Swope and a partner had purchased most of the undeveloped land south of Anglesea from Humphrey Cressy. You might know this name because there is a street dedicated to him on the island. Swope would later start the 5-Mile Beach Improvement Company and the Anglesea Railroad to help create the North Wildwood we know today. Swope brought the trains to the Wildwood since he knew that a more accessible town would bring more people to visit and buy property. It was his 1879 marketing map that showcased the town's grid and what it could look like. This was never filed with the county, since it was more or less a map to promote what the island could be. Taking a look at the map, you would notice that there are street names on here not known today and a strange new shape of the island. Many of the back bays that we see today, such as the one behind the Albert J. Allen Memorial Park, or the massive development behind Delaware Avenue between 8th and 15th Street, were planned to be filled in to become part of the city grid. The map explains where many of our street names come from as well, as Swope named most of them after states, such as Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, Ohio, Indiana, and Illinois. Some of these street names you would never see again or were on the map and later changed down the line. This marketing map was then advertised in every single major newspaper from New York, Philadelphia, and even in Delaware. In one of the advertisements posted in 1903 in the 5-Mile Beach Journal, this is how it explains the new city. Beautifully laid out with wide hard streets, broad cement sidewalks, a bathing beach, a new trolley road, good train service, pure artisan city water, electric lights, and many handsome cottages. This advertisement worked, and people started buying up all of these houses and land in North Wildwood via the North Wildwood Land Company. As work got underway to start building out the city, crews realized that due to the flooding that took place in those back bay streets, they would need to haul in much material to make any construction possible. They instead turned to the Ocean Avenue area as the place to build since it was higher than the back bay areas and therefore needed little to no fill to develop. As the years went on, some developments in the back bays did take place. Auden's Canal, which was developed under Henry Auden, was advertised as, quote, one of the island's greatest improvements, unquote, which included 300 new lots where someone could build their own dream cottage. As new maps of North Wildwood were being released year after year, those back bay projects with those lots being mapped out in grid format were starting to be dropped. In the early 20th century, public officials recognized that the boardwalk/beach entertainment areas near the beach would become more crucial to the municipality in the long run, rather than the back bay fishing industry. This realization marked a strategic shift in the municipality's priorities and would later get us to the city's layout we know today. At that time, Surf Avenue, which was originally a beach block, was hundreds of feet away from the water, which led the city to build Ocean Avenue, and later another street in front of it, which we call today JFK Boulevard. Over the passing years, there were no proposals to develop the back bays, with the exception of the Hoffman Canal. This absence of development, while upsetting, has done better things for the island than expected. Besides giving us some stunning sunset views, the bays have given us an additional layer of protection against more severe flooding, leaving us to be thankful that these back bay projects never happened. It's kind of crazy to think that this at one point was going to be land and there were going to be houses back there and streets and infrastructure, and it just never happened. But let me know in the comments section, did you know that? Or is this brand new information for you? Anyway, if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. As always, I'm Joey, and I'll see you on the beach, which is that way. See you later. Bye.